And we're back. Good morning, America. This is your host, Lydia L. Giel. And today we've got a very special guest, Miranda Harrison, one of Lydia Giel's neighborhood friends when she was growing up. What you are about to hear is a voice message text conversation. Let's proceed as if we were on Dateline.
Hey girl, I love how you put in the address Cape Coma, because that's exactly what I call it, Cape Coma. I think we used to call that living on the island. My mom would call it Cape Coma. She's like, there's just nothing out there. Which is funny because then she moved us to LaBelle.
Where there's really fuck shit out there.
But anyways, oh my gosh, I remember that I took you to the rodeo grounds. That's awesome. Wow, that was such a long time ago, too. Girl, I'm always here for you. Honestly.
Bad respect for this woman.
I don't know what's been going on. I don't know why other people are being meanie heads or for what. But, when you're a friend through the good and the bad.
Absolutely.
So a lot of these people obviously don't understand what a true meaning of a friend is.
Thank you for recognizing.
They're also probably failing. And those people are probably also failing in their relationships throughout their life. So those people are not needed. They don't pay your bills at all. They don't do shit for you.
Nope.
You know?
Except hate and pick.
Screw those people. I've been working so much, I don't have friends.
I get it, girl, me too.
And I'm on TV sometimes, so I just been focusing about that.
Except on the Wink News every now and again for Santa Claus.
I love that you said there's a ghetto up in heaven and it's ours.
Ghetto up in heaven and it's ours. Black power.
We in the streets.
Oh, Fort Myers Beach, bitch. And here's my response. Girl, holy shit, bud. Like, seriously, your messages made my day. Like, made my life. I'm not trying to be exaggeratory right here. But, girl, when I say, like, literally every fucking person that I thought I could trust, except for, like, my husband and his parents, and, my son's 4, so he's innocent. But I mean it, like, my own fucking parents have, like, turned their back on me, my brother, everybody that said they were my best friend. Like, it was pretty heartbreaking. And no, I didn't want to end it. I just wanted to figure out what the fuck was going on. Like, why? But now I just don't give a fuck. And I have found a newfound love for Jesus Christ, but it's not some white guy in a robe. It's through Tupac Shakur. Like, in my personal opinion, because I've studied the Bible quite a bit, I was kind of forced into Christianity, and I never really vibed with everything. I don't like hating on gay people. I don't like saying that if you're a hooker, you're a whore, you're going to hell. Like, I don't like that. That never vibed with me. I just wanted to love everything. Like the Bible was supposed to say, Jesus was supposed to say, whatever. But anyway, my point is, I personally believe that the second coming of Christ was through Tupac Shakur. Nobody saw that coming. I mean, the way that man speaks in interviews is so eloquent. And I think Eminem is a prophet to remind us, because he was inspired by Tupac. Now, I'm not just talking out of my ass here. I'm talking out of years and years. I'm 36 now. Years and years of studying music and listening over and over and over to songs and messages. And I remember the very first time I heard Changes. I was in like third or fourth grade. I had chills thinking about it. And my heart broke for black people because I realized they had a really hard road to go. And that pissed me off and it made me sad even as a kid. And like all this fuck shit about like, well, all lives matter. Yes, motherfucker, we get it. All lives do fucking matter, but it's not about that right now. It's about Black Lives Mattering. Yes, Mexican. Yes, Chinese. Okay, but right now in this moment for me, as a white Caucasian female, I can proudly say Black lives always matter. Always. Because there is a racial war going on. Yeah. And people don't always want to talk about that. No. We want to talk about the suicide crisis. We want to talk about narcissism. We want to talk about mental health. Well, what about fucking racism? Yeah, right? What about fucking that?
Speaking up about that no more. Because I can proudly say, fuck the KKK.
Absolutely.
On my own property.
Absolutely. Freedom of speech. I'm allowed to disagree with that. I'm not doing anything illegal in my own house.
Also a little knit in my hip. But I feel something when I say that. And that's what life is about. It's about living, breathing, eating, and feeling. If you have lost your sense of feeling, you're already dead. If you are that hard-headed, cold-hearted, numb, you're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead. You may be walking around on autopilot, working your 9 to 5, going to the grocery store, hanging out with your family.
Yeah.
But if you have lost the sense of common sense to feel for another person, you are dead. You're spiritually dead. The Bible talks a lot about that. Spiritual deadness. And a lot of people want to follow along, follow the leader, follow Korn, right? Follow the music, follow this, follow that, follow this. Why don't you start listening to your own fucking instincts? What's telling you what's right, what's wrong, what's black, what's crack? And I'm not speaking anything other than from my heart and from the pain in the left side of my hip, right above the arch of my hip. Because when I talk about some of this shit sometimes, I almost feel like a human voodoo doll. And I mean that in the best way possible. I mean that some things pain me to speak. I wonder why that is. All that alternative programming and years of brainwashing. Because damn right I've been brainwashed. My husband called that, if it wasn't for David Guile Jr. and his family, Miranda, I probably wouldn't be here anymore. I've just lived through my 12th Baker Act. 12 fucking Baker Acts. And you know what? I wouldn't change a goddamn second of it. I wouldn't change having to use all those medications, having to wake myself up, having to exercise my body, having to figure my own shit out for once, instead of letting Susan and Jerry spoon feed me to death. Get the fuck up. I'm not a fucking baby. I'm 36. You want a baby? Go get a kitten. You know what I'm saying? Like, people grow. People change. They're always pressuring me to accept Jesus. Well, fuck you and your fucking Jesus. That's not the Jesus I serve. He's no bloodthirsty God hanging on some wooden cross. Okay? I serve Tupac Shakur and his dear sweet mama, who I don't even know what her name actually is.